It's funny going to Nordstrom's this week. I ran into so many old dreams. Dreams I hadn't thought about in years. I love these shoes. They're just gorgeous. I love peach. I just look terrible in it. It looks like I've been on a 10-day drunk when I wear peach. I love that top. I could never wear that. Well, that's more orange. I don't think I could wear that either. Actually, it looks really big. I wonder if I should get a small. How beautiful that would be for the end of summer or fall. That's really pretty.
When a storm is coming, I see their faces and hear their laughter, but the taste is bitter. I close my windows and wait until the world has settled down. We were given this life, born to grow old, and someone had to say, you better find the gold. Lost in all the noise, chasing fake dreams that I met you. It's true, yes, we keep making the same old mistakes over and over again. I can't tell you how much I wanna see the last king fall. We are one, you and I. That's what you said, not a mere vibration stuck in my head. The storms keep coming, but it all became clear when I met you.
Hey everybody, happy summer. Can you believe it? We can say that now. I am so happy to see you today. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi. I hope you had a great week. I had such a dramatic week, and I hope to talk to you about that in a little while. Today I want to take you on a shopping trip that I went on. I went to Nordstrom Rack and I got some outfits and some shoes. I had a $150 gift certificate and I decided to use it there as soon as I found out I had a Nordstrom Rack in my city. I didn't know that. I've never been there. It's way across town. So I drove there and I thought, well, I don't have a lot of money here. What can I get at Nordstrom's for $150? I thought, oh great, a pair of shoes and some earrings. But actually I did get quite a few outfits and some shoes, and I can't wait to show you. I mean, I took you with me, so we had fun. You'll see. I don't know how long it's been, but I swear for the last few years I have been looking for the perfect plain black jumpsuit. I think your little black jumpsuit has now replaced your little black dress, because when you have the right black jumpsuit, you can just slather it with pearls for evening and make it look formal. Or you can take your black jumpsuit in the daytime and put a whimsical scarf with it, and it looks, very casual. So there's so many things you can do with a black jumpsuit, and I found one. And I believe this is by Obia at Nordstrom, and it is so pretty. It's a plain black jumpsuit, and then it ties. There's just a tie. I mean, that's all she wrote. So you get the jumpsuit and you tie it around your waist and you call it good. I felt I scored as soon as I walked into Nordstrom's. I saw all these beautiful shoes, and this is the type of shoe, this is the type of sandal that I absolutely love. And it's not a high heel, it's only about 2 inches, and this is by Dr. Scholl's, but oh my gosh, it's just so comfortable. And I take an 8 wide, and this is an 8 medium, and this was good for me. No Velcro clasp or anything. I mean, this was, there's just a zipper on the end, but I think these are very glamorous. I think these will carry me through the summer and the fall. I found these not only at Nordstrom, but I found these on Amazon, and I found them on Amazon for $10 cheaper. I paid $39 for these at Nordstrom, and I found them cheaper on Amazon. So I ordered a black pair, so I will have black and tan that I can wear on my trip to Tennessee. Did I tell you I'm going to Tennessee? I'm going to Tennessee, Chattanooga in the fall. So I'm excited about that. And so I wanted to look my best, and I wanted very comfortable shoes. But, you know, I wanted them to look nice, you know, a little glamorous, but they need to be comfortable. And I didn't even know Dr. Scholl's made shoes. About going to Nordstrom's, I quickly remembered that one of my biggest loves and weaknesses is tailored blouses, designer blouses. They are so beautiful, and I have wanted to get a snake, either a snake blouse or a snake dress or a snake skirt, something snaky. I don't know why, just I keep seeing I don't know, it looks glamorous, it looks mysterious, you know, like the faux python, you know, I don't know. But anyway, I tried on a snake dress there that I loved. And yet you had to have like a PhD to figure out how to put the dress on. I mean, you know, there were like shorts underneath. And so like, you know, did I put my leg here or did I put my arm there? I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, I couldn't even get the dress on. So when I was at Nordstrom, I fell madly in love with this snake blouse. And I believe this is an Italian designer. This is Pifloni. I'm not sure. Well, let's just go with it. Okay, this is like an Italian blouse. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a wrap blouse, and you know, I have loved wrap blouses, I don't know, since the day I was born. I mean, I remember how beautiful they looked, you know, in the 70s. And they just make you look so glamorous and thin. I remember Faye Dunaway used to wear them in these movies she was in. But anyway, I digress. This is 2019 and I still love wrap blouses. And this is so beautiful. Look at the color, the texture. I just love it. And I tried this on in a medium, and I really loved it. But then at the last minute, I went back. I wanted this blouse to have kind of an edge to it. So I went back and I got it in a large so it would just hang on me. And I'm anxious to model it for you and see if you like it. Top at Nordstrom's, and it is the company is called Forgotten Grace, and this is a boho tunic, and there is embroidery, this beautiful stitching on the front, stitching on the back that is so beautiful, and the bottom of the tunic also has this beautiful ivory stitching. It's just such a lovely top. It's like Boho meets Audrey Hepburn meets Paris meets me. On a more whimsical note, you know how I love wide-legged pants, pajama pants, turnover pants, whatever people are calling them now, but I love them. I do have to size down, so I am normally a medium, so I do have to get them in a small, but these are so cool, and these are in a medium, so these are just a tad bit big, but I don't care. I absolutely love them. They are, you know, just kind of a bright red orange. They're floral. They have an elastic waist. They drape and they hang just like it's 1948, and it's Tracy and Hepburn. This beautiful Poloni blouse. I think it's just beautiful. It's a lovely peach and it's very elegant. It's very tailored. I got this in a small because I really wanted it to be very sharply tailored to my body, to my shoulders. So I got this in a small. And this skirt, this is a high-low skirt that I got, and this is by Boho, and oh, I just love it. The material, there's something about a high-low skirt that's just so beautiful, and this is something, the color, I'm going to be able to wear this in the summer, but also I'm going to be able to carry this into the fall with the black and the oranges and the yellows. You know, I didn't know when I was shopping at Nordstrom that this building was here. This building has such sentimental value for me. In its heyday, it really was something, and this was the first time that I ever faced a crowd of over 1,000 people, me and my band. In 1989, it had been a very turbulent last few years, and I had written a song, and it kind of took off, and I had entered a statewide song contest in Michigan, and I won. So what happened is all the radio stations got together and they brought the 5 top winners together for this big concert. And it was sold out. It was about 1,500 people, and it was at this club, Club Eastbrook. It was like our Studio 54. Well, I had never played in front of thousands of people before. I was playing piano and singing my songs in coffee shops. I was a piano player at the Holiday Inn and the Ramada. You know, I wasn't a, you know, I wasn't a Pat Benatar that just stood there in front of the mic with 10 pieces behind her, but that's what they wanted. And originally, when they approached me and said, well, you have to do this because you won the contest, because my song was going all over the state, and I said, no, I can't do it. And they said, you have to do it. And I said, no. And then I was driving around and I was listening to Madonna's, you know, Express Yourself. Remember that song? And I thought, yeah, you know, I got everything to lose and almost nothing to gain by putting myself out there and going on stage in front of all those people with my band when I've never done anything like that. But somehow, I just had to do it. I had nurtured the respect of my peers for years. And that one night, walking out, and I had a big band behind me. It was my studio band. But that one night, it all just could have been in tatters. I could have made a fool of myself. I could have turned myself into a joke instead of something that I so wanted to be respected and remembered for the songwriter that I am. But I said yes. Oh, I said yes. And I remember that night when I drove to Club Eastbrook and I saw the crowd in the parking lot. And there were hundreds and hundreds of people, and they were waiting in line, and it was for me and the other bands, and it was such an amazing feeling. And I remember, you know, I made my way to the front of the door, and the doorman wouldn't let me in. He didn't recognize me. I mean, my picture was on the poster, and he didn't recognize me. I was nobody. And my manager grabbed me, and brought me in. And the next thing I remember was pulling this black curtain apart and looking out on this vast stage, because this was an amazing venue. This is the type of venue like the Rolling Stones would play. I mean, a professional, beautiful stage. And I had 10 pieces on that stage with me. And 3 background singers also. And I pulled the curtain back and I saw all the lights, and I saw how long I had to walk to get to my microphone so I could start singing. No piano. I had 2 keyboard players that night, but I wasn't playing piano. It was just me. And that was the longest walk I can ever remember in those bright lights. Walking from that door to that beautiful microphone just waiting for me in the lights. And as soon as I heard the notes and the chords of my song, I fell in love. I couldn't believe how that felt on that stage. When you look out, you don't see anything. You don't see any people. You just, it's like looking into the sky at night, the universe. It's like you're just singing and communicating, and you feel the warmth of the lights, and you hear your bandmates, and you hear the notes. Next to the birth of my son, that was the most exciting night of my life. And it was beautifully reviewed in the paper. Record people were in the audience. I hadn't known that. And my self-esteem, it helped my self-esteem so much, and it helped me in the eyes of my fellow musicians. It gave me more credibility. So I found that building, driving home from Nordstrom's. There it was. There was that building, the scene of the most beautiful night of my life. And I was looking at bullet holes and weeds, and there was a strip joint. There was a strip joint right next to it. It said, "Showgirls now hiring." Class of 2019. You know, I thought years ago, because I didn't make it big in the music business, I thought of myself as a failure. But when I was standing there in that building, so dilapidated, and watching the sign showgirls go on and off, and I realized that, you know, I was walking around in a success and I didn't even know it. I mean, that could have been me. That my life just could have fallen apart. I've seen talented, beautiful women that were fantastic songwriters and fantastic musicians get eaten up, chewed up, and spit out by the music business. But that didn't happen to me. I was so lucky. Things happen for a reason. But I kept looking at that sign that said showgirls, and I thought about all the women in there working. And I thought about their self-esteem and what brought them to that point where they felt they had to do that for a living. And I cried. And I felt so grateful. And I thought to myself, sometimes you're walking around in success and you don't even know it.
Their faces and hear their laughter, but the taste is bitter. I close my windows and wait until the world has settled down. We were given this life, born to grow old and someone.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. And so many of you noticed that Desi looks so good in purple. And I did want to quick say that this purple scarf was sent to me and my dog Cooper a few years ago by my very good friend Mary. And she has a channel, Mary Glitzy Fritzy. She has a heart so big, and she's so kind. And Anyway, Desi has inherited the purple scarf that Mary sent Cooper. And it just makes me so happy. I don't know, every time I see Desi wear it, it makes me happy. So thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary, for doing that. Hey everybody, thank you so much for being here today. I hope you have a wonderful brand new week. And if you have time in the comments, did you ever have a dream that passed you by? Did you ever want something and didn't get it and then looked back and thought, maybe it was for the best? If you have time, let us know. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful brand new week. And when you're done with your week, come back and see me and Desi, okay? Okay, it's a deal.
If we were